Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. My name is the Mature Exotical Lady, and I make videos about, different topical issues, lifestyle, opinions, and I'm going to be doing some videos about everyday issues that affect people from a legal perspective. I'm currently here in Italy in an apartment I bought, and my videos have been about my experience so far and some other bits and pieces that I've posted on YouTube. But at the moment I thought I'd do another walk and talk, because actually I'm about to go to the supermarket if it's still open, because here in Italy now it's about 8 o'clock and usually the supermarkets close by about 8:30, but there is one that closes a bit later. I just fancied some meat. I've got no meat, and I want to eat some meat tonight, and also I want to stew some apples to eat with yogurt that I normally have in the evenings with some protein powder. So come with me, let's have a walk and talk, and I'll turn on the light so you can see me going down the stairs and outside. So what we're going to talk about today? Well, today actually we're going to talk about me being a bad neighbour. I think I'm a bad neighbour, guys. It's not easy, I'm telling you. I'm actually about to pass my neighbour's apartment, Emilio. I think he's gone to work now, actually. But Emilio is my neighbour. Just in case it's his day off. Let's get down these stairs. Oh, what's that noise? Ah, the lift. That's the sound of the lift. Okay. Whew. I could talk now. It's terrible, isn't it? Yes. So, anyway, as I was saying, I don't know. What do you think? You tell me. Emilio's not here actually because his car's not here. Right, so basically this is the story. Emilio is my lovely neighbour that I met, a few weeks ago. And actually, if you look, I'll try and link it if I know how, because I'm still new to all this, but I did actually a video of Emilio, a quick video, I think it's a short actually, where Emilio invited me for dinner. He made a nice carnivore meal for me because, I explained to him that I mostly eat meat, and so he very kindly made me a meal of carnivore steak, and it was very nice and I was very grateful. However, I was very tired because it was quite late from my point of view. It was about 8 o'clock. When he said I should come, and obviously he wanted to make the meat fresh. So when I got there, it's typically Italian, because Italian people are very sociable people, completely the opposite to me. And they will literally spend hours just socialising around the dining table, So I think Emilio had like a long evening planned, and I just was tired by like 9:30. So I kind of made my excuses and left, and I don't think he was very happy about that, And to be honest, I got a bit worried because I felt like maybe he might get a bit too attached to me as well, because of certain things that he was saying when we were talking. And I just, I wanted to be careful, because there's a fine line between making friends with your neighbour and maybe, your neighbour having too much high expectations of, the friendship or whatever the case may be. So anyway, you've got to be so careful. I mean, you need neighbours and you need to know people when you move somewhere new, whether it's, you know, in a country where you normally live or whether it's abroad. You can't be completely isolated. But at the same time, you do have to be conscious of the boundaries and try to sort of put them in place. Anyway, Emilio contacted me shortly after, sort of let me know that the apartment owner, because Emilio rents this apartment, right? It's part of his employment package. You know, they rent the accommodation to him. I don't think he pays, but obviously he does pay, but they pay direct the rent or, you know, whatever the arrangement is. But anyway, he was telling me how he had a kind of impromptu, which I thought was rather rude actually, an impromptu visit from, it would seem, the apartment owner. And he came with someone, and who probably was an estate agent, and they were taking pictures of the apartment. So he was telling me that he's a bit concerned because he thinks that obviously that's an indication that the owner might want to sell the apartment. Now, that could be true because after I bought 2 apartments in this particular block, because they're lovely apartments, and they're in an area that's so close to the coastline, you know, and also close to everything you possibly need to be sort of spending a long time or on holiday in a coastal town, effectively. You know, you've got all your local coffee bars, your piazza region, it's just 5 minutes away. You've got 4 different supermarkets also within the space of about 10 to 15 minutes walk also. Literally, you don't need a car. You wouldn't need to rent a car if you were just going to be in the, you know, town, surrounding town. So anyway, he was telling me that, you know, because he's been there for 2 years and he had previously been in another apartment that he had to leave because they were selling that one. I mean, the truth of the matter is that apartments in this coastal town are selling so fast and the prices are going up because it's like been a hidden gem for years. It's like been a resort. Well, not a resort. It's been a coastal town traditionally where Italians themselves would go, you know, because it's in southern Italy and it's cheap. I mean, compared to going to a place like the Amalfi Coast or going to Tuscany, Pizza, you know, all the normal, usual sort of Italian coastline that's famous internationally, it's absolutely cheap, you know, to get a property. I mean, you can pick something up now, an apartment, like a 1-bedroom, reasonable size, because here, most of the blocks, you would find the kitchen living room in one room, right? So you'd have your kitchen living room in one room, and then you would have like a separate bedroom and a separate bathroom. But you tend to have really nice balconies, you know, there's always, because Italians love balconies, right? With your nice open doors onto the balcony. It's just lovely, right? But anyway, you could probably pick up something now that might need just some cosmetic work, right? It's not going to be as close to the beach as what I am, but we're talking still close. We're talking still walking distance. We're talking perhaps up to even 2 kilometers away for €25,000. I've still seen those sorts of deals. Okay. If you want to be where I am now, which is about half a kilometer, I'd say, if that, right? You're probably looking more around the 40,000 to 50,000 mark, you know. But yeah. So anyway, and his apartment is lovely. His one has actually got a separate kitchen, and I think it could be 3 bedrooms, you know, but it's got a huge terrace. It's got a nice big terrace plus a nice long balcony. Out from the kitchen, you go into a long balcony, and then the living room area or you could have it as a bedroom. It looked to me as if it could be either one. Probably you'd have it as a living room though, right? It's got a really nice big terrace, you know, and it's really nice, you know, because he showed me around. He's actually only using, because it's only him there, so he's only using like one room. Oh, I need to go to this phone shop tomorrow and sort out about my connection. Anyway, let me not go off tangent. But anyway, so this lovely apartment. So anyway, he was telling me how, you know, he's moved before, and what I was saying, going back to what I was saying, was that it, you know, what seems to be happening is because the apartments, because the place is being discovered by people like me. Americans love this place, all right? Seems to be a lot of Americans, white Americans, buying up properties here, and also Russians. There's quite a lot of Russians here. But either way, it's being invaded, literally, by foreigners now, and that's driving up the property prices. So obviously, owners of these apartments are wanting to sell. So it's leading to people having to start moving out, who've been renting, and sort of shifting themselves around, sort of thing. So basically now, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, because he was really obviously not going to be happy about having to move again, you know. But you know what, guys? I feel really bad because all I was thinking was, I wonder how much they're going to sell the apartment for, because I might be interested, because it's really nice, his apartment, you know. And this area, this town is a good town to invest in. You know what I mean? Because you can't really go wrong, because the prices compared to popular beaches in Greece and Spain and Italy, I mean, it's just so low, you know? Just give it a couple years and, you know, you'd be laughing, literally, you know, in terms of the development that's going to happen here. I could get some apples. Oh, guys, it's like a fruit and veg here. And I'm thinking, maybe I'm going to get some apples. So, have you got apples? Yeah. How much is apples? You don't speak English? No? Alright. Hold on, guys, I'm coming back. Let me just buy some apples. So I'm back, guys. I just finished buying some fruits, what I wanted, but now I need meat. I'm actually wondering, yeah, Deco, what's the time now? Deco be open. Let me try Deco. So let me actually need to go this way now. Let's go this way now. Right. So yeah, as I was saying. So I started thinking about buying this apartment. And then thoughtlessly, I kind of said to Emilio, oh, Emilio, I said, maybe if the price is right, I could buy it, and then your employers could continue renting it off of me, so you could stay there. And I mean, he laughed, but I thought to myself afterwards, oh God, that was probably a bit insensitive, you know. But you know what? I'm bloody serious. I swear to God. I'm thinking I'm going to have a look. I have a feeling I know the website where they would put that up for sale, right? And I'm actually going to check. Seriously going to check. So then I started thinking about how really, you know, this life is not easy, you know. I swear to God, you know, it's not easy. I mean, we really are in a capitalist world, aren't we? You know, and yeah, I mean, it's really sad for Emilio. It really is, and I mean that genuinely. But also genuinely, I would actually buy it if I was able to get a good price on it, you know, because it's a fantastic apartment. It's it will be in the same block where I've already got one. It's bigger, and it will be a really good rental, Airbnb. Or, you know, I could stay in it and my family would have use of it. And then the one I'm in now, the one I bought first for myself, that could be permanently on Airbnb, you know. And I'm deadly serious. Because I just don't think that, you know, for very long, these prices are going to remain doable, where you could sort of snap up different apartments, you know. So anyway, I mean, what I was thinking actually is I'll probably might, before I leave here this stint, do a sort of estate agent tour and show you on ground what I'm talking about in terms of the property prices, because, you know, I just think certainly for the black community in the UK, you can grab yourself a bargain down here, have somewhere by the coast for literally under 30,000. You know, I think if you add the expenses of actual purchase of the property, you're probably looking at add 6,000, you know, euros to the cost that you negotiate, and then there you have it, you know. And it doesn't stop you from still having property back home in your, you know, ancestral country, your ancestral land, whether that's in the Caribbean, or a lot of Caribbeans now are going to Africa. You can still do that, but still have a European base, especially if you're thinking of selling up. Some people are actually selling up their United Kingdom property to sort of like buy land and places in Africa. I wouldn't do it. I think that's crazy, absolute crazy, especially if you've got children, but people are doing it. But I would say you still need something in Europe, you know. You still need a property in Europe somewhere. That's my personal opinion. But anyway, so yeah. So literally, I'm a bad neighbour. I'm a bad neighbour, and Emilio's been nothing but sweet to me. And look at me thinking about lining my own pockets out of, you know, a situation where he may have to move from a home that he loves. Oh man, I swear. What are we like, eh? The UK people, we're just terrible. Anywhere we see a bargain, we want to, you know, go and disrupt the local people. Anyway, guys, I'm going to carry on walking to the supermarket, see if I can get some meat. And hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on wherever you're watching this video from. And I will catch you in the next one. But in the meantime, actually, before I go, if you could help me get to my first 50 subscribers, I'll be so grateful. Help us this out, because it gets easier for me if I get 50 subscribers, because I can do live recordings even if no one's watching, and it's just easier. You can literally go into your YouTube channel, put it on live, and you could be recording whatever you want to record, you know, and that saves a lot of uploading time for someone like me who has got no skills whatsoever and whose channel is purely about talking points, literally walk and talks, or at home just talking. Okay, so give it a like, or give it a don't like. I don't really mind. I think it all helps. And a comment. Am I a bad neighbour? Tell me off. Tell me how ungrateful I am to Emilio, who was nothing but sweet to me when I first came here, you know. I haven't seen him for the last week actually, but if I'm honest, I've been kind of avoiding him a bit, bless him, because I feel a bit awkward. So, on that note, bye!